For 5 generations and over 130 years, the Sprung family has been redefining the way the world builds, delivering faster, more flexible, and more durable building solutions that stand the test of time. At the Sundance Mountain Resort nestled at the foot of Mount Timpanogos, Utah, a second act has been unfolding in a new season of ownership that has required bold growth, thoughtful expansion, and fresh innovation.
So Sundance has been investing very heavily in the guest experience over the last few years. We've done a lot of enhancements and expansions on the mountain, and our day guests have had to jump through a lot of hoops historically here at Sundance to kind of navigate the skiing experience. We wanted to improve that experience and elevate and enhance that experience, and by building this day lodge, we were able to consolidate all of the day guest amenities into one space and centralize it in the area in which the day guests park.
Sprung provides proven solutions for the many challenges that ski resorts face when planning for expansion. Cost and timeline are at the top of that list.
We had about 10 months to go from green light approval to being open for business. There aren't many other options out there that allow you to move at such pace.
Sprung structures can go up in a fraction of the time compared to conventional construction. Typically, ski areas have a very short window for construction. Our structures come pre-assembled, ready to be put up rather quickly, and our costs are considerably lower than conventional resort construction.
So the first thing that I learned and was very surprised at was the speed at which the Sprung building could be erected. When you work with a ski resort, their construction window to build is very small. You basically have the summer.
We basically were 6 months from breaking ground to opening. So the timeline of this was extremely tight, but with the way Sprung was to work with, along with all of our subs, it worked quite well. Just being able to do everything at once. So it's not like we had to wait for the exterior to be done to start on the interior.
Another key factor that sets Sprung apart from the competition is our unmatched versatility.
So Sundance it's in a tight spot. There's not a lot of room for really anything. Anytime we develop something at Sundance, it's always a complicated process.
That's where Sprung came in and says, okay, well, we could adjust the floor plan or we can adjust the footprint of the Sprung building to meet those needs. And so it's very versatile that way.
The Sprung structure at Sundance Mountain Resort is a permanent solution that showcases a modern look and exceptional design flexibility, seamlessly blending into the mountain experience.
Yeah, I think one of the things that attracted us to the space is, we needed it to do a lot of different things for our day guests, and kind of that open, flexible floor plan that they provide was really appealing to us. It allowed us to get really creative and, figure out how to utilize the space in a way that could accommodate all the different needs that we needed to.
We've got our major rental operation was down at the base. That moved up here. Same with our ticketing and ski school. And then we've got a food and beverage facility. And then also we've got ski patrol that's now up here. And then we've got office space, which is much needed around the resort.
The structure itself didn't create really any limitations for us. We were pretty limitless on what we could do with the inside. And even the size of the building itself had a lot of flexibility in how you could size it up or size it down for our needs.
We built this as thinking it would be a temporary structure. And the more we got into it, and after seeing the finished product and how well it functions, this building's going to be here for a long time, probably longer than I will be. They're just bulletproof. This is another option for us. Like if we have a need somewhere else, I definitely think we'll look to Sprung to satisfy that need.
We were able to put a lot of detail and attention into the space itself, and as we opened it and guests started to come inside, to see their reaction and their awe by the space that we created on the inside was really rewarding and pretty magical for us.
The Mountain Camp Day Lodge is another example of what's possible when you build with Sprung. Built to perform, built to last, built for experience. Call us today for a Sprung solution for your next project.